Hi there, everyone. We're back for another episode of Mark on Comics, and what I've got for you today is a review. I was going to do 8, but I pulled out another one and added it. So I'm doing for you 9 reviews. First, I want to start with Life, number 1. It's written by Brian Azzarello and Stephanie Phillips, with art by Daniel Zigel, Zezelj. Don't know however to pronounce it, but it's interesting. Here we got this cover, and then we have a flip cover. There are 2 different stories in this book called Pros and Cons. So here's a nice cover, nice art from Pros, and then here we have artwork from Cons. Very, very interesting. I really enjoyed this book. I couldn't find any flaws because, as you notice, it's a large format from Distillery, and I like those formats. So I am going to be giving Life from Distillery 5 stars. Good job. Next, we've got Wolverine Revenge, number 1. So, I do not have this one open. It's still in the poly bag. I can't find the one I removed from the poly bag, but it's, of course, written by Jonathan Hickman with artwork by Greg Capullo. Good job, gentlemen. Wolverine Revenge is awesome. I really enjoyed it. It's not in the current timeline, current canon, whatever you might want to call it. It's an alternate universe to what we have, but still, story very interesting. Can't wait to see how it plays out. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to issue number 2. Next, we have Deadpool Team Up, number 1. So, the book was okay. I didn't think it was incredible, but it was really good. Here we go, that one. Of course, Deadpool Team Up is written by Rob Liefeld with art by Rob Liefeld. Rob, you did a really good job with this one. It wasn't a knockout out of the ballpark. So I'm giving Deadpool Team Up 4 stars. That's what I thought about it. It was really good, but didn't make it to the great stage, but still entertaining. I do recommend it. Next, we have Phases of the Moon Knight, number 1. So there are several stories in Phases of the Moon Knight. Let me find something. Here's a really great page. One great page there. Another great page here. There are 2 stories in here. There is the Once and Future Knight, written by Erica Schultz, and Crusader, written by Benjamin Percy. And Once and Future Knight is drawn by Manuel Garcia. That, I thought, was really good art. And Crusader, art by Rod Reese. Again, exceptional artwork. I really enjoyed this book. Don't think it was perfect, and a few minor misses for me, but I would still give it 4.5 stars. So thank you, all you writers and artists, for a good read. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. Absolutely I do. Especially if you're a Moon Knight fan, which I am. So, next we've got Flash Gordon Quarterly, number 1. Now, There are 3 stories in here. The first one is called Fall of King Vulcan, written by Dennis Culver. And then there's Battle of Little Mingo, written by Lewis Southard. And then Flash Detective Services, written by Jordan Thomas. So, Fall of King Vulcan has art by Pasquale Colano. Little Mingo, Battle of Little Mingo, has art by Nino Platti. And Flash Detective Services has art by Russell Olson. Now, I really enjoyed Fall of King Vulcan. I thought the story was great. The art was great. I would give that story inside Flash Gordon Quarterly a 5. It was great. But moving on to Battle of Little Mingo and Flash Detective Services, yeah, I don't. This might be some people's thing, but I just didn't enjoy those 2 stories at all. Those 2 stories each were a 3, and they get above a 2 or a 1 because of the art. The art was really good. I enjoyed that. So, overall, I have to give Flash Gordon Quarterly 4 stars. It wasn't great. Some of it was. Some of it was okay. So, that's how I'm going with Flash Gordon Quarterly. Next on the list is Doctor Strange, number 18. This is written by Jed MacKay with art by Pascal Ferry. Now, here we go. Doctor Strange 18. Here's a page. Pascal Ferry's artwork is okay. But Doctor Strange has just ended with issue 18. And so this is kind of a closeout for the story. A few loose ends have been tied up. You know, nothing new has come about. Just that, hey, the book's ended. Oh, Doctor Strange, we love each other. It was just a real miss for me. And it's getting 2 stars. But it's getting the 2nd star because of the art. It was good enough to elevate it from a 1. Just did not enjoy it. I think there's been much stronger Doctor Strange stories written by Jed MacKay. So I'm really sorry to see this title end, but, like most Marvel titles, give it a year or 2, it'll be back. So that's it for Doctor Strange 18. So next on my list is Stand Still, number 1. So I thought the art in here was really good, which is by Andrew Robinson. And the story is by Lee Lowridge. I'm having to go 5 stars on Stand Still number 1. The story was excellent. Lee, you did a great job, and I've always enjoyed Andrew Robinson's art, so I can't find anything wrong with this book to lower it to 4.5. This is a 5-star book. It is a few weeks old, but if you can still find it at your LCS, I recommend it. It is an 8-issue mini-series, so pick up number 1, get you leading into number 2, but it is a real good story. I recommend it. So next, we have Savage Sword of Conan, number 4, which introduces us to the Battle of the Blackstone. There are 6 stories in here. I'll give you a breakdown in a moment. 6 stories, art, stories, all excellent. I highly recommend this book. Now, as I said, it is introducing us to the Battle of the Blackstone, which will be out by Titan in Conan, Battle of the Blackstone by Jim Zub. Now, he has been killing it on Conan the Barbarian. And his stories in Savage Sword have been really great. But this one, as I said, introduces us to Battle of the Blackstone. First, the writers, Conan, Birthright in Black, is Jim Zub. Solomon Kane, Blood from a Stone, is Patch Zurcher. Brisa and Ever Never Beyond is also by Jim Zub. Then Conrad and Carawan, Horror from the Tomb, is by Jeffrey Shanks. Dark Agnes, Matrimony, by Fred Kennedy. And El Borak, Black Oasis, by Ron Mars. Each of these is a killer story. So entertaining. And then when you add the artists, Birthright in Black by Fernando Dagnini, Blood from a Stone by Patch Zurcher. So that was story and art. Then Barisa, Ever and Never Beyond by Dean Kotz. Then Conrad and Carawan, Horror from the Tomb by Eric Donovan. And Dark Agnes, Matrimony by Andy Bellinger. And then last, El Borak, Black Oasis by Mike Perkins. Again, these artists, killer, making this book one of my top picks for the month. It is so good, and as I said, introduces us to the new Conan series, Battle from the Blackstone. So I highly recommend, if you like Conan at all, you are going to kick yourself in the derriere if you miss this one. This is a 5-star book. Pick it up. Pick it up. I am highly looking forward to Battle of the Blackstone. I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a 12-issue miniseries. I think. But if not, that's okay. So that is my reviews for September 1st. 2024. Welcome to September, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Thank you so very much. Bye.